and co-founder of the Bengals. Here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry for Najee Harris. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll drop the throw. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip.
Here we go, set. Blue, 32. On the ball. On the ball. Ready.
On 1st down, it's Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 43.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's brought in by Harris.
Got it.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be a 2nd down. On the give, this is Harris. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Ready. Black, 95. Check right. Check right. Yellow, black, black swap. Set, go.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield.
Yellow.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Watch it.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's complete to Slayton. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Hey, 57, 57. Hey, yellow, hey, go. Don't let him.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Trucks over him, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And down inside the 15 he goes. It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Mixon on the toss right. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Oh. One's the mic. Watch one.
Mahomes going to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try the right side with Harris. Room to run past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Set, hut, 50, green. Check, snap. Ready, go.
On first down, it's Harris. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Nixon with a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Nobody leaked. Big play. Coming up on 3 minutes left in the half in a 3-3 ball game. Just a pair of field goals to this point. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
15. Yellow.
Mike Wood. You remember me? Let's go, baby. So Mike's number one.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Who that? Mike Wood.
Yellow.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. So Mike's number one.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this a very, very short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space, down just beyond the 35. 2nd and 6. He'll get the complete to the tight end, Harris. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Claypool. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. Bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw left side, got to be taken in by Harris. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Let's go.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris
with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Bengals drive about to get going.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
He's going to look deep down the field. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
He's coming, he's coming. We got
Hey, yo, go going.
Mike's number one. Mike's number one.
Guy 43.
You got nothing. Bang, bang, bang.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to take another shot here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
One's the Mike. Watch one. Watch one. You ain't going nowhere. Mike one. Mike. Color. Rip right.
Mahomes to throw once more. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number two. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from, so field position becomes a factor. I think in this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air, and maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
15.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
50, yellow. 2 yards. Right side.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
Breaks through the contact, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A handoff to Mixon. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On 2nd down, Mixon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Yellow.
That's trash. So Mike's number one. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Right side.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
He finds Cleveland out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good try.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. DJ Reader drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it, and it's complete. They're going to get the first. Touchdown. Jacob Harris with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 102 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt. Now Joe Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
The Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go, O. Here we go, O. One's the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Oh, you got deep? Mike one. Mike one. Oh, watch 15. Okay.
Mahomes now to throw. Works right side in the hands of the tight end Knox. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On 4th down, Joe Judge makes the decision. They're going for it.
Watch one. I got you, pump. Ship. Watch the ship. 15.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley Cox, complete.
Yellow.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mixon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
15.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Bengals, if they can convert the extra point, will have the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Steelers 16.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. They run again with Harris. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. They'll drop to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now back to throw.
Right side, Claypool's got it.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Harris. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. On 2nd down now, it's Harris. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Got it?
On 3rd down, Harris. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Over.
Mixon on second down.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Here's Mahomes. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mahomes. That's taken in by Knox. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Go on, 80!
Here we go, O. Here we go, O. When's the mic? Watch one.
43! 43!
It's me and you. Mike one. Mike one. Let's go, D.
What's that?
Mahomes to throw it.
It's gonna be a long day.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
When's the mic? Watch one. Watch one.
Hey, Ripley!
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike one. Mike one.
On first down, Mixon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game.
So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Here's McPherson now to send it away.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle. They couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play where